Hi, I'm Matt from eSpares. In this video, I'll show you what to do if your Hoover washing machine is displaying the error code E08. Now this error code indicates that there is a problem with the motor and/or the motor speed sensor. Now if either of these are faulty, you're going to need to replace the motor itself. But don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to do this step by step. To complete the fix, you're going to need a 7mm nut runner and a 10mm socket with a ratchet. It's also a good idea to use a pair of safety gloves to protect your hands in case of any sharp edges. Now, if you don't have these to hand, we have provided a link in the description of where you can get your hands on them. It's also a good idea to have a towel to hand as well in case you drop the motor. Now, safety first, always unplug an appliance before carrying out any work. To access the motor, we need to remove this back panel by undoing the 6 screws using our 7mm nut runner. To the left of the motor is the motor plug and the earth wire. Disconnect both of these. Next, we need to remove the belt that runs around the motor spindle and the pulley up here. To do that, simply turn it and pull it towards you so the grooves of the belt are unhooked from the grooves on the motor spindle until you can remove it fully. Undo the two 10mm bolts using your 10mm socket and ratchet. Now it's a good idea to introduce the towel underneath the motor, so when you pull it out, it can drop onto the towel before you then pull it completely out of the machine. The motor is held in place at the front by these 2 fittings at the top. It's also the same at the back. Now they can be a little tight, so you're going to need some force to ease it away from these fittings. Once the motor is free from the fittings, you can lift it out in the gap between the drum and the cabinet. Now that you've removed the old motor, it's time to fit the new one. Now we've linked in the description below to replacement motors. To find the correct one for your washing machine, you're going to need the make and model number of your appliance. If you're unsure where to find this, check out our video here, which takes you through exactly how to find the make and model number of your machine. Once you have your new motor ready, you can line it up with the 2 moulded pegs at the bottom of the drum here, and the same with the front. And you should feel the motor lock into place. With the motor securely on all 4 pegs, you can now refit the bolts. With the motor securely in place, you can now refit the belt. Now start with the bottom, so make sure the grooves of the belt wrap around the grooves on the motor spindle, and then you can work it round the pulley, turning the pulley until the belt is tight. Now it's worth mentioning that do not get your fingers behind the pulley when it's turning, as you can cause your fingers real damage. So do take it nice and slow and make sure the belt is firmly in place. You can now plug in the motor plug and your earth wire. Before refitting the back of your washing machine. Now, before you refit the back panel, do make sure that you have removed the towel from inside the washing machine. So there we have it. Now that the motor has been replaced on your Hoover washing machine, your machine should be back up and running again, and the error code should have disappeared. Now, while you're here, it's a good idea to ensure that your appliance is running as it should. Check out our video down here, which is a complete guide to washing machine settings and how to use them. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more how-to guides on appliance fixes, as well as plenty of cleaning and maintenance tips. Thanks for watching.